Five blokes from the UK with big dreams and bigger hair, Kajagoogoo became new wave demigods in 1983 with the totally irresistible Too Shy.
Kajagoogoo, good name. Let's be honest here, that's a good name.
You totally want to sing along even though you have no idea what you're saying. Kajagoogoo was tailor-made for the 80s. You got like the big hair, you got a little bit of the glam look.
Too Shy changed everything. You know, it was the realization of a lifelong dream for me. As a small boy, my mum was told by a local fortune teller, you have a child with you today, he will become very famous.
Too Shy was a gigantic hit, but in a surprise move, the band fired lead singer Lamal right after its release.
I think a good manager would have said to the band, whatever you do not fire the popular lead singer. I mean, talk about emotional roller coaster ride. And I got through all this without therapy.
Lamal went solo and the other guys soldiered on as Kaja before calling it quits in 1985. But after 23 years and a few false starts, Kajagoogoo reunited in 2008. They've been on the road basking in 80s nostalgia ever since.
I'm optimistic about the future. I don't lose sleep about getting another hit record, but hey, never say never. It would be nice.
Discovered by Sex Pistols Svengali Malcolm McLaren in a UK laundromat, 14-year-old Annabella Lewin led New Waver's Bow Wow Wow into pop infamy with their 1982 cover of the Strangeloves' I Want Candy.
I know a guy who's tough but sweet. He's so fine he can be beat.
I Want Candy is like a bubblegum classic. Just this excellent female performance with attitude.
Annabella Lewin was very sexy for a 15-year-old. She had the mohawk.
And the way she yelps and screeches is very agreeable. I think a lot of schoolboys had crushes on her.
Go to see when the sun goes down.
Obviously, it's not just about candy. It's a euphemism.
The song creates many sensations within me. It makes me crave lollies.
So sweet you make my mouth water.
I Want Candy wasn't without controversy. Annabella landed in hot water at home when she posed naked on its EP cover, which was based on a Manet painting.
I posed nude at 15. My mother went ape crazy, and I had to leave pretty shortly after that.
The band called it quits a year later, and Annabella moved on to a low-key solo career. But in 1997, she hooked up with bassist Lee Gorman, and they've performed sporadically as Bow Wow Wow ever since.
I want candy.
Wonderful. And at the end of the day, we're here to make music to hopefully bring some joy into people's lives.
The 7 greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s lie ahead. They're even greater than the 7 wonders of the world. Here's a preview. On the 100 greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s, there's not much left to say at this point. Just bask in their glory, my friend. Bask in their glory.
New Wavers finally found a tune to suck face to in 1983 when Modern English came out with the totally swoon-worthy I Melt With You.
Modern English just really hit a perfect moment with this song.
Making love to you was never second best.
And it's like so romantic.
This is the best one-hit wonder of the 80s. Hands down, no question.
You always wish that you could meet the man who would, like, stop playing Nintendo to melt with you.
Is that feeling of wanting to kind of be inside someone else or merge with them? There's something so timeless and so cool about this song.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
It's just about two people coming together, really. It's definitely about making love, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's it. No, man, that's it.
Modern English never topped I Melt With You, but it lives on in movies like Valley Girl and in several gazillion commercials, including a mid-90s Burger King spot.
Burger King chose to use I Melt With You. We didn't have any control on that. The publisher sold it. But we did have a problem with it because at the time the keyboard player was a vegan. But it was $90,000. We couldn't really complain too much, you know what I mean?
Nowadays, band frontman Robbie Gray lives out of the spotlight in the English countryside and works retail, far removed from his claim to pop fame.
Music's not that important to me anymore. I've opened a vintage clothing store, which is just a nice little thing to do. Basically a slower pace of life.
Grab those pom-poms, folks, because it's about that time. Yep, it's Mickey. Between its catchy refrain and the ultimate 80s pep squad, Tony Basil's 1982 hit had everything going for it.
Yo, everybody would dance to that song. I remember I would see thugs at parties dancing to that song.
Tony had been an actress, dancer, and choreographer since the mid-60s, but her inspiration for Mickey went back even further. To her days as Las Vegas High's head cheerleader.
I always knew cheerleaders was a good idea on film. So, found a song called Kitty, changed it to Mickey, and put this cheerleader chant on top of it. The record company thought it was a terrible idea. And of course, the chant is what is played over and over again.
It's infectious. It gets in your head, and you clap. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
Anytime you put a girl in a cheerleader's uniform, you're off to a good start.
Yeah,
you know?
Especially with Tony Basil.
Yeah, she wasn't ugly.
No, and the pigtails thing just takes it to another level.
While Mickey reached #1 and inspired a boatload of parodies, it was to be Basil's only hit, so she went back to dancing.
Stay with it, we shake it, and we lock it. I continue to choreograph shows and choreograph films like both Legally Blondes. I still work for Bette Midler, David Bowie, Tina Turner, so I really work a lot, and I love choreographing.
And while Mickey's not a part of her daily routine, she's happy it happened.
I enjoy the success of Mickey. It really has opened doors for me, so I embrace it.
In 1981, UK synth duo Soft Cell put their new wavy spin on a 1964 Gloria Jones classic and scored a rock-solid hit with the eerie Tainted Love.
Sometimes I feel I've got to.
Tainted Love is one of the best songs ever.
Bing, bing. Tainted Love is like the darkest pop song ever written.
It's kind of like mysterious.
Everybody loved that song.
Once I ran to you.
That was just one of those records. There's like one in a million sort of things, you know, that appeals to so many people.
I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not really all. Tainted love. Tainted love.
This was a defining moment for the synthesizer, and Soft Cell helped to change the sound and shape of popular music at that time.
Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease.
Lead singer Mark Holman was pouting, cavorting, and wearing eyeliner better than a lot of women. Ooh, men in makeup. Shock horror.
Now I know I've got.
With no more Tainted Love-like hits to show for, Soft Cell checked out in 1984 with Mark Allman going on to become a cabaret singer. Since then, their signature tune's been reworked by Marilyn Manson, Rihanna, and the Pussycat Dolls.
I love you though you hurt me so.
Soft Cell reunited in 2001 and have been playing Tainted Love ever since.
Tainted Love. Gloria Jones.
Gloria Jones even joined the group for a roof-raising performance of the song in 2007.
Talking about the tainted love.
Everybody knows this song. Like, if you were alive in the 80s, you could have been in Russia, you could have been in the slums of the Bronx, but you knew this record.